told you what to fuck me. Remember if Discord comes through the stream or not. That one. Stream. Upside down. There we go. Yeah, if you want to get on Avorion, let me know and I'll give you the server information. Because I am on it. Making money. Trying to save up for Big Bertha. What?
Alright, now I'm trying to log into fucking Nova.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have noticed it started taking a lot longer recently. Like, I don't know if they did an update, changed something or what, but... I'll log into Nova later and see if his fleets ever show up. The resource depot needs 9,000 iron quickly. I must deliver them to the 9,000 iron. There you go. Here's your 9,000 iron.
I know why it's taking so long. It's because I'm talking on voice chat.
It's possible.
Oh, there's no possible to it. I know it's what it is.
McDonald's don't have very good connections over there where you're at?
No, I'm down. I've used my 15 gigs for the month.
Ah. Yeah, but...
So I'm down to the metered.
Doesn't McDonald's have a free Wi-Fi? I know a lot of them around here do.
Yeah, I was just thinking about checking. But see, the last McDonald's I signed into, it shuts off every fucking 15, 20 minutes because they want people to eat and get out.
Oh, I
So they
gotcha.
have it set to kick people off about every 15 minutes.
Is that at a truck stop or just a regular McDonald's?
Regular. Across the street from the truck stop. Wish I could have parked at the goddamn truck stop though. Then I could have got on the free internet. If I could have parked close enough to the building for it.
Am I not getting game sounds again?
I get that every once in a while with fucking Nova.
Very annoying. Oh, that's why, because that went back to that.
By the way, did you notice who it was that finished that fucking outpost in Formac?
No. Why?
Because I deliberately left an unfinished outpost there, so that way CP could passively overtake the property. And
No,
somebody finished the fucking outpost.
I do not know who it was. I seen somebody send ships up there earlier, but I wasn't paying attention to who it was. It was Thunders or Danza, because they're, as far as I know, they're the only other NO players in the system with me.
No. This was days ago.
Oh, okay. Then no, I don't know. What was I doing? Oh yeah, fixing my sound settings. Stop distracting me!
Hey, you're supposed to be fixing your sound setting.
Right, I'm working on it. You asked me questions, which made me had to think, and then I was like, "Fuck! Brain hurts." Yeah, I've been having USB port issues, and since everything I use is USB, it creates sound issues. But my sound's working now, so it's okay. Kind of like earlier, I joined Discord to talk to you, and it took me 10 minutes to get my shit to work.
That's why I use Bluetooth.
I don't think this computer has Bluetooth. This headset works with Bluetooth, but I don't know if this computer has built-in Bluetooth. Well, I know I can get one, but that requires money. And I got like $10 to my name till I find a job and/or get my disability going.
Fucking job.
I did the interview and then didn't hear another word from them. They basically said that since I went to jail and didn't finish the training, that HR would have to make the determination if I was eligible to come back, and then I never heard another word after I did the interview. So,
working with me sounding a little better then?
I don't know, because I'm still working on my disability. And if I go to work, then that kind of fucks up my disability.
Depends on how much you're working.
Because I got what is it, September? Oh, and so I had child support court this week, and I paid to have her served and everything. So I show up over there. I get there at 10:30. At almost noon, they call me in there to talk to me to tell me that her lawyer didn't show up, so they were going to have to do a continuance and this and that. And I said, and I told them that I was working on a disability case, and they said, well, what?
If they don't show up for a court date, you automatically win.
Yeah, she showed up. Her lawyer didn't.
Failure to appear. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So.
I was going to say, because that's failure to appear.
Right? Which, the way I see it, I had you served. You had 3 or 4 weeks of notice. If your lawyer didn't show up, not my problem. But since I got that disability meeting coming up next month, they put my continuance court date 2 months out to almost the end of October, and said that we'll see what happens then. And they said that this works more to my benefit anyway, because they said if I get my disability, that my child support would be less than if I was making a minimum wage job working.
If you get your disability, they can no longer go after you.
Well, they said it depends on what kind of disability Yeah, but they said it depends on what kind of disability I get. Because, and I was reading.
I'm telling you.
I know, but I was reading the laws.
I'm telling you, disability, Social Security disability, because that's the only disability when you file for Social Security disability.
Well, there's SSDI and then there's SSI.
SSI is Social Security supplemental income. That's normal Social Security. You're going after disability, which is SDI, Social Security disability income. You're going after the SDI, which means they can't go after you for your child support no more because they can take it automatically out of the back end of your disability.
Well, the way Oklahoma has their laws written,
automatically pay it.
Right. But the way the Oklahoma has their laws written, it actually has I guess you'd say a provision for that. So if they order my child support at $600 a month, and Social Security says that they'll only pay $5, I still have to pay the other $100. So they want to wait and see how much disability I get, so they can set my child support based on it.
How many kids?
I have one that turns 18 this year, and then one that is 6 more years. But
The one that's turning 18, is they planning on going to college?
I don't know. I haven't talked to them.
Because the only way they can continue to collect Social Security on the one that turns 18 is if they go to college. Then
right.
They can collect it until they're 21.
Yep. But
if they do not continue school, they have to stop at 18.
Long story short, that was the child that I had when I was like 17, and she met another guy, and they denied my visitation and everything for so long that we basically he raises her and I pay the child support.
Typical.
So, I would talk to her if I had the opportunity, but they don't answer the phone. They're harder to get a hold of than the one that I keep going to court over. They always make sure they're not home, because the way my visitation papers and my court papers are set up on that child, it says visitation to be agreed upon between both parents. Well, when I signed that, I was thinking, hey, all I got to do is call and say I'd like to see her this weekend, and I can go see her. It wasn't set that I had to be there every other weekend. Because when I had her, I was working for the government, and I'd be gone for months at a time. Well, she used that to, all she has to do is say, I don't agree, and I don't get to see her. So, and of course it takes money to get any of that fixed.
Or not answer the phone calls.
Exactly.
Not answer any phone calls.
Exactly. So, I'm doing the same thing with both kids. I told both of them, it's like, look, I love you. I want to be part of your lives. I said, your mom won't let me. I said, I can't afford to take her to court to fix it and stop it. But here's the deal. I said, when you turn 18, you're more than able to come find me. And
once they're 18, there's nothing she could do about it either.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I left it. I said, when y'all turn 18, if you want something to do with me, I'm right here. I said, but I can't make your mom, do anything. And anyone who's ever lived in the state of Oklahoma knows the women get whatever they want here. Which I'm, hearing more and more from other people. It's not just here. I was going to say, it's not just here.
That's it's everywhere, dude. The only way that doesn't happen is if you can prove in court that she's an unfit parent.
Right.
Like I did with my ex.
Like I said, I had sole custody for 7 years. She was $15,000 behind in child support. Came back and told the judge, I know I haven't been around for 7 years. I haven't paid any child support. I was going through some stuff. I had postpartum depression, but I'm ready to be a mom now. And they gave her sole custody.
Postpartum depression.
Yep, that's what she pulled.
So she was depressed for 17 years?
7 years.
Of her child's life, or 7 years of her child's life because of the child being born.
Yep.
Bullshit.
And they gave her custody. I mean, that's the shit I've been dealing with. Nice.
You saw her coming, you should have ran to a different state.
Right. Yeah, like I said, it pisses me off. If I have you served to show up a court date, and you show up, and I show up, who cares if your fucking lawyer's there? I didn't have a lawyer. So, let's just do the damn thing. You know what I mean? But no.
A man has a fool for a client when he represents himself.
Right. Yeah, well, that takes money. Like I said, I had to borrow the money just to have her served because they would do everything but have her served. So I had to pay $100 to get her served.
Right.
Why is this not working?
Yeah, my daughter's account is at 589, 440 combat strength. Her development is almost 2 million. She's got a gold admiral, level 5 station.
Well, you know, Augie, I waited all fucking day for you to show up, and you didn't show up. So you can go to hell. He says it's not working because I'm playing the wrong game. I literally... You wasn't in the hospital. You old. You probably thought you was in the hospital. Had a flashback or some shit because you always in the hospital because you old. Trying to tell me he been in the hospital since yesterday.
That's possible. Because he's old.
Exactly. He's old. He's only 10 years older than me. But, you know, when you start getting to my age, that's fucking old.
Too old, damn it.
All right. But Augie, you should get on this server because we got like, look at this. We got like Borg style blocks for your ships. We got these things called Borg salvagers, which I made some fighters out of them. And look at that. My salvager has hull penetration. Right there. Hull penetration. It'll penetrate the fuck out your hull.
And salvage you at the same time.
Exactly. And it penetrates your shields. So it don't give a fuck about your shields.
Yeah, but it's a PVE server.
Well, you know, like I said, I streamed that shit like all day yesterday by myself because nobody was on. You know I don't like playing games by myself. I get bored when I play by myself. And then I have to change games. And over here, there's people for me to talk to and play with. So if you want me to be on your server that you are paying for on Scums, then you need to be around. Stop going to the hospital and being old.
Or go to a server that he doesn't have to pay for and have all the mods that are nice. And just play and have fun.
Well, see, the reason he had to get a Scum server is we were on servers and the admins weren't active to enforce the rules, and we would be on PVE servers and people would be taking our shit from our bases and taking our bases. So he said, fuck that, went and got his own server, and, you know, now we can just ban them ourselves and take care of the problem. Had to plug my headset in. It was beeping at me. Said, Augie's a whore. And I'm ignoring his last comment because he said, you know, I play with myself all the time. He said it's the same as playing by myself.
You do.
The only time I play with myself is when I'm on a single player game and there ain't nobody around to play with. Like,
you play with yourself all the time. You sit there in that chair and you whack your butt all the time.
You know it. On camera, since I stream like, you know, 18 to 20 hours a day.
Yeah, you just make sure the camera don't hit low enough to see it.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that why I have the green screen, so that way you all can't see my arm and what I'm doing?
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, pirates are attacking the sector.
Alright, log in my daughter.
Oh, shit.
Done for the logins.
So I come over here, and I tell my salvagers I want them to defend my ship they should, in theory, launch and attack those guys. But they're going to be dead before I can find out, so. Thank you and all you peoples for killing those ships when I was trying to test something.
Excuse me.
Found a target, but no suitable fighters. What? I have salvage fighters right there.
Yeah, but they're not attack fighters.
They don't have to be attack fighters.
Actually, they do. To get them to launch and defend? Yeah, they do.
Well, that's fucking...
What you need to do...
Under the salvaging
what you need to
config,
do-
it says defend. If salvagers can't defend, it shouldn't have the option.
What you need to do is already have them in space, have them on defend, and then have something attack you. Then they'll
Well,
attack you.
I was about to leave the system. The fuck?
What?
Oh, I bet you it's because I had that turned on. I took them off of defend and they still won't launch.
Is there anything to salvage?
Yeah. I just killed 3 more
All
ships.
salvage. Wow.
Alright. Idle waiting for targets. Target, right there. There it is. It says wreckage. Has 28,000 titanium in it. Found a target, but no suitable fighters. It's saying that my salvage fighters are not suitable for salvaging. What the fuck? I wonder if I can launch them manually. If I launched them manually and they start working that way. See if this works. Harvest. That work? Kinda worked. Search for LDR, Augie. It's like LDR PVE server or some shit like that. It's whatever the title of the stream is. It's what you gotta search for. What's going on here? Pick up my mouse and it like spins all crazily. There we go. What the hell was it doing that for? Turn my mouse pad around. So I already have the fighters locked, and when I tell locked, I already have the fighters launched, and when I tell them to salvage, it still tells me no suitable targets or no suitable fighters. See if anybody responded. That's really getting annoying too. Spinning my freaking screen like that. Oh, it's always something. Doesn't matter what I'm trying to do. What happens with that? So it's doing the same on all fighters. It's not just my salvaging fighters.
Then maybe he hasn't got it installed right.
It was working earlier before I came over. Long story short, it was working earlier and my power went out because of a storm. Like I was in the middle of playing and my power went out. And it was working just fine when my power went out. That was earlier today.
Oh, I found that list of Space Engineers mods that I wanted you to put in if we were to do another Space Engineers.
Well, they're coming out with a major update in 2 days that adds like NPC in-game trading, player-to-player trading, economy, and all of that. It'll be vanilla to the game.
Good. Anyway, There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, lost count. "24 mods. It's laser turret, ball cockpit, settler ships, long-range ore detectors, azimuth complete mega pack, DX11 double-sided upgrades modules, restore play inventory. It's restore player's inventory. That one's a better stone, big 2 respawn ship, auto ore pickup. That one's a lovely one to have. Space just got real, makes it clear. You know, it looks better. Eyes just got clear, gets rid of the fog. You know, instead of getting that hazy view in the distance, it's all crystal clear. Stone and gravel to metal ingots. Armored windows, DX11 cryo chamber, cargo container fill bars, so you know when your cargo containers are full.
Now that's working.
Maintenance tunnels.
I
Small
already
ship
did make an
vanilla
alliance,
mod
Augie.
pack.
It's called the Borg Collective.
Advanced doors. EZO's nanite upgrades modules. Nanite control system. EEM exploration mod. Small ship mega pack. Long range ore detector. There's 2 different. One of them actually is pretty cool. One gives you a medium range, even though it says long range. The other one gives you the entire galaxy, basically, that you're in.
There, I invited you, Augie. In fact, I'm going to invite you to the Discord.
He was in here before, wasn't he?
I don't think Grumpy's ever joined this Discord.
Huh. Well, fuck, that means I'm going to have to give him permissions.
Yep. Oh wait, no, don't join that one. That's the wrong one. Join that one, Shield of Orion.
So what's his name in here?
It'll be Grumpy Titan 1146 whenever he joins.
Grumpy Titty, huh?
Yep. Told you he's old. He has Grumpy in his name. That's how you know he's old.
Ask him if he can see us now.
Yeah.
There he is. Hello, Grumpy Titties.
Hey, back.
How you doing, brother?
Shit, if I didn't need to have another surgery, I'd be doing fine.
Stay out of the fucking hospital.
I can learn to...
Wrong button. I love having to work on stuff. This guy's been trying to join the Borderlands server for like 3 days. And I went into the game the first day and it told it to whitelist him in the game from the game. Well, then the next day he told me that it didn't work, he still couldn't join. So the next day I remote into the server and I add him to the whitelist and restart the server. And then he just now told me he still can't join, that it's telling him he's not whitelisted. So I sent him a screenshot of his number in the whitelist and said, that's the number you gave me. Confirm it's the right one and let me know. And worst case, let me know when you're on. We'll hop in the channel. We'll figure this shit out. Because he's the only person I've had a hard time getting into that server. Everybody else, like, I just type it in and they're good to go. But I had to create a whitelist only server because people couldn't be trusted with freedom. Miners mining that.
Haven't updated my laptop in a while, so fucking updating the games.
Right? A large group of ships appeared. Engage. Funny, I'm using anti-fighter turrets to kill ships. Because I guess the flak deal does damage over an area, and it actually does a crap load of damage to ships. I'd never tried it before. Like, you gotta get real close. But it works great. Alright, since you just want to sit over here and shoot torpedoes at people, I guess you get to die first. Hold on, I can't hear you over the sound of my ship being awesome! Alright, what was you saying?
How much did it cost you to make that ship?
The base version? Is 65, basically 66,000 titanium, 40,000 iron, and 423,000 credits. And I've since upgraded it to neonite, and I'm working on mining trinium to go to my next ship. I fucked up and turned my mining laser into a fighter and didn't pay attention to the DPS on it. And so my mining fighters do like 1.4 DPS. So I practically can't even mine anymore. The only way I can get materials is by salvaging right now. Until I can get a new mining laser. It sucks. If you find a tractor beam, you're going to want to put that on your ship though. Because it'll highlight the objects in your sector. Like the loot. Puts a rainbow box around it so you can find it. That way if anything is fighting, you'll know if it drops components or weapons or modules or whatever. Because you'll see a little box just changing colors in space. Going from red to green to blue to red. Because every game needs RGB, right? Tesla turret. if we have any. Jump range +2. So where'd you start at, Augie? Oh, you didn't start too far from where I did. You're a little south of where I started. But... Got some turrets, none of them are miners. Actually, no.
What button is it that you hold to like change the shape of the block you're putting in?
You mean the size of it?
Yeah.
Q. To change the shape, you got to pick a different shape of block. To change, like to be able to scale the size, it's Q.
No, well, not just the scale and the size, but like you can like flatten it, make it long, shit like.
You got to go in and manually type in the block dimensions. On the bottom row of the build screen, there's a open block stats. If you click on that, you can enter in the numbers manually. That's a lie. I got a message that says, someone wants to meet you. Bullshit. And there's Kia. There's one. Equipment dock here. See any claimable asteroids? Okay. Cargo holder. Tend to frown when you attack civilian ships. Even if he is a member of an evil faction. Hey, I said no shooting. Bad. There's no equipment docks. Try this magical gate and see where it takes us.
You're not showing online, are you?
I should be. Yeah, I'm online. If you search for LDR, you'll find it. We got a turret factory. Salvage turrets. What do they want? I think it's called like LDR PVE or something like that. Jump. You gotta get up to get down. Jump, 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 jump. I'm okay, just don't ask anybody for verification. Jumping around looking for a miner. Not that kind of miner, Augie. Get your head out the gutter. Ha 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 ha. All these fucking resources and I can't mine any of them. sure that's a claimable. To the asteroid! Somebody's a proud new owner of an asteroid. Sold it to him for 300,000 credits. Turret factory. Doesn't sell turrets. Try this gate. Equipment dock. Great equipment. No mining fighter. Got turrets though we can use. Afford one of them. It's useless. Finally found me some mining turrets. For 600,000 apiece. But at least I can start mining again. Muy bueno.
What was the name of it?
LDR PVE or something like that.
LDR Galaxy?
Yeah, there you go.
32 players, 0 online.
It says 0 online, but there's people online. I don't know why it says that. Because I'm on here. Augie's on here. I've joined before thinking I was going to be the only one on the server, and then I'll see messages where like people leave the server. I'm I'm like, well, okay, whatever.
Oh, fuck me. Why
What?
don't I have any writing on my fucking bars?
What do you mean?
You know, the buttons? There's no writing on them.
What buttons?
The buttons. All the buttons on the fucking start. All the buttons. There's no writing on them.
Talking about the top right?
So I have no idea. No, the button. You know, like, yes, go ahead and download the mods, or join the server, or server search, or... I don't have any writing on the button. They're just fucking bars.
I don't know, I've never seen that before.
Well, which button do I push to get download the mods? The right or the left?
It should be the left one. And if that doesn't work, it'll be the right one. Yeah, that was weird. Back up.
There's 2 mods I didn't know.
Probably the Borg ones. Hey, Vestron, join the server. I know you guys are not over here shooting at me while I'm trying to mine these rocks. These guys back to work.
Damn, it's taking forever to load in.
Does it say hit spacebar to load in?
No, it just says loading.
I'm going to blame it on your internet connection.
Oh, I will too.
Since you know you're sitting in your truck in a parking lot. Could have swore it just said that's a trinium rock. Did I already get that one? Okay, whatever. Whatever, I do what I want. That's the one I just did too. Yep. Okay.
Hey, I finally logged in. I had to log into the McDonald's internet.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Let's see if it'll kick you out every 20 minutes.
Find out.
Going to dock you guys up. Guys, doing? I told you to dock. These are not the kinds of ship you all can fight. And all my salvaging fighters are getting wiped out. Because they're trying to fight, you know, ships with anti-fighter weapons. Fucking dumbasses. Me two fighters, you carrier destroyer. Ooh, I got a double cannon turret. That might be nice. I'll have to check on that here in a second. A lot of modules floating around in space, which is good for me. Golds.
I own an asteroid.
Know what I'm gonna do? You should sell that asteroid. It does you no good. Wahahaha. You don't know how to use that asteroid property to its full potential. Because you're poor. That's the only thing I hate about the asteroids. Yeah, they generate you money, but you gotta have like 10 million to get started. Guess I'm gonna invite Bastion into the alliance. That way maybe you guys are close together. Maybe you can help each other out.
Fuck, I need to find more, get more fucking material.
Remember, you got to give us rank or we can't do anything in here.
Right now, there's nothing to do. But
Yeah, well, we can't utilize the bank. Can't put anything in or take anything out.
bam, bam. Let's see. I need 300,000 titanium, 30,000 neonite, and about 2.1 million credits, and I can have my next ship. I check on that from here. Can't see how full this cargo is. Damn it. Alright. Can't see it. Ship. That sucks. Why are we not salvaging that?
Oh. I didn't do anything with this asteroid, but it's got a fucking tractor beam pulling a ship in. What the fuck? All I did was claim the fucking asteroid, and all of a sudden it's got docks on it now. What the hell? The fuck? What in the fuck? Oh wait, it's not my ass. Okay. That's confusing. My asteroid's just beside that asteroid. I was gonna say, how the hell did it get a dock? I haven't built nothing on it.
Alright, Tony. I need your starter ship design layer thing. Or the one you're using, but your starter one.
Alright, give me 1 second. I don't know if I can just share blueprints in this. That's clearly not it. I'll have to go to my subscribed items and get you a link to it.
I got it.
Found it. Jedi Defender. Augie.
Yeah, my medicine's kicking in. We gotta go look after.
Okay.
I might be back in a little bit though.
Okay.
What? We ain't got no minerals in the bank?
I've been playing by myself, so there's no point in putting anything in the Alliance bank. You and Augie joined about the same time. And right now I don't have an excess of minerals because I'm trying to build my next ship. So, yeah. I still need another like 2 million credits. No way, asteroid. Oh. $1,000 mo. How much iron do I need for that 57?
Ah. God, it takes forever to fucking build, mine all this shit to get the ship built.
Yep. Right back. I'm gonna go hit the kitchen real quick, see what I can come up with. Let's see if you can find him any resources. He'll be dead soon enough.
What's with all the damn chatter and the fucking floating around in space? They add fucking AI conversations or something?
Yeah, it's a new update to the game.
Fucking ridiculous. Irritating as fuck.
Right? Yeah, the stuff that they say in chat and then their own little conversations both appear above the thing saying it.
Oh, fucking irritating.
Don't you know you just got to reach over and turn your radio off? And then you won't hear him talking. I think they tried to do it for like a realism thing, but
It's not realistic to see fucking text bubbles floating around in space.
right? Be more realistic
They're
if we
gonna do
heard
that
it.
kind of yeah, come through the headset, you know,
Yeah.
through the sound system of the game. You know? Like it would be coming over a radio. Not fucking
Oh, you don't have a holographic
imaginary
projector
text
above your
bubbles.
ship? That way, you know, you can text people and then them see it?
Yeah, bullshit. It doesn't work. Oh yeah. We're gonna use a typewriter while trying to fly a ship around mining asteroids.
Alright. Well, I got my credits I need. Now I just got to get all my minerals that I need for my next ship.
I know all about the minerals. That's what I'm working on. Then I'll worry about getting fucking everything else.
Ship I want to be building cost 6.3 million credits, 160,000 iron, 500,000 titanium, 300,000 naonite, and 28,000 trinium. No problem. I'm about halfway there on titanium. And then I got a long way to go on naonite and almost all the trinium to get. One reason why I'm just kind of hanging out in this sector is ships keep coming in and attacking. As long as ships keep coming in and attacking, that shit I can just keep salvaging.
works.
Because I have Borg salvagers. I put a Borg salvage beam on a fighter, and I've been building those fighters.
Cool.
So they have a range of almost 3 kilometers, a hull penetration of 3 blocks, and they penetrate shields. I have 50% efficiency, so I get half of whatever it costs for those blocks to be built. Where are you ladies going? Signals are getting stronger. Alright. Bring me more resources. Bring them to me. Guess I can check and see if those guys' fleets that he sent to be killed ever showed up. I know they're not going to amount to a fraction of what he stole from me. That's the bad part about using the Lazy Boy recliner for a computer chair, is I almost fall asleep in this thing a lot. Be like if you was driving around in a Lazy Boy recliner, you'd be falling asleep a lot. What do you think about these self-driving trucks they supposed to be, rolling out?
They still need a driver.
That's what I was thinking. Because they got to have somebody in case it fails. They need somebody, to partner.
They still need a driver.
So
they still need a driver because the trucks cannot do certain things, no matter how well they're programmed. They can't dock, they can't unload, they can't turn in paperwork, they can't do any of the shit that the driver has to do. Plus, like you said, in case of emergencies, there has to be a driver on board.
Yeah.
That was put out by the government. They cannot be 100% autonomous yet. I know. I was going to volunteer once I got my truck to have it installed in my truck to teach it the country's roadways.
Right?
But I couldn't figure out who to get a hold of to fucking volunteer my truck. Because they were looking for volunteers, but I didn't see where to go.
An arm
They're called auto trucks.
I thought it was funny. This, I guess you'd say, presidential candidate that my brother's looking at. He was talking about trying to put restrictions on how many trucks that they can do a year and this and that because he's afraid that it's going to take away all these driver jobs. And I'm like, it shouldn't take away any driver jobs because they still got to have somebody on the truck.
It just makes the driver's job easier.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about the long haul. We could sit there and relax.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, essentially, you can run 24 hours a day now. You don't have to, shut down.
Yeah. No. Unless you got two drivers.
Exactly. Oh, they still going to hold you to logbooks?
You're not going to... Fuck, you better believe it. Just because it's goddamn autonomous don't mean you ain't got to be there awake fucking making sure it don't kill somebody.
I think that'd be the whole benefit of it is, you could pay a single driver, but let them run 24 hours a day.
No. Because you wouldn't want the truck running when you're not awake. If something goes wrong and you're asleep, you're dead.
Alright, so he sent me 3 fleets. This one's 357,000, 435,000, and 423,000.
So basically like 900K.
Yeah, we're about to find out because I'm about to go over here and wipe them out. I see 1 ARC ship so far, but of course I'm not fighting it either. They could be buried inside there. Tank fleet. What? Where's my tank fleet at? Oh, I ain't worried about it. I got that message that said the enemy is extremely strong. We will be annihilated. And I'm like, what? But I forgot it's only factoring in the tank fleet and not, all the supporting fleets with it. Alright, so it looks like he sent, oh shit, I pulled 2 of the fleets at the same time. That's alright. He's got battle cruisers, I'm not sure what that ship is. Nope, I just lost a light cruiser. I just lost a battle cruiser. These ships as he sent. I just lost another cruiser, or another battle cruiser, and another battle cruiser. They don't appear to be cheap ships at all because they're holding their own against my entire fleet. My tank fleet's half dead. I gotta recall my tank and heal it. He took my tank fleet from like 274,000 to 97,000.
Collecting resources. Collecting resources. Collecting resources. Collecting resources.
Whatever he sent dropped 12 million in minerals. But I mean, you know, some of that's off of my ships too. But look at that battle report. I hit him with 1.7 million. He had 792,000 with his two fleets combined that I just hit. Fermenter, Falcon 2s, Warrior 2s, and Rainer 2s. He sent 58 Rainer 2s, 114 Warrior 2s. Why I had issues with it. Still there? I lost Vashlet. Died. There it is. I'm waiting on those to finish. Other game. Nice if it had seeker missiles. yeah, I can't do that yet.
Mission completed. Collecting resources. Collecting resources. Repairs complete.
Good night.
Collecting resources.
salvaging before I go to the next system.
Mission completed. Collecting resources. Collecting resources. Collecting resources.
Are you there?
Yep.
So, he sent his fleets. 8-Ball did. I just got done killing them, but I took some pretty good losses in them myself. The first fleet he sent, which actually I captured 3 of his admirals too, because he sent his admirals with his fleets. But he sent 58 Rainer 2s, 114 Warrior 2s, a Falcon 2, and 3 Tormentors with his first fleet. That one hurt a little bit, taking it out. Because my tank fleet only had like 274,000 because I never built it back up. And his second fleet was 57 Rainer 2s and a Falcon 2. Still collecting all the wreckages. I haven't done the math to see what I got back.
Mission completed. Collecting resources.
Go ahead and get everybody in. You don't get your butt back inside the mothership.